It's day 215 and it's time to meet another one of my friends. So without further ado, please welcome to the screen ukulele teacher, choral director, and hang on, I'm going to have to read this. Proud owner of Herbie and Coco, the Cavapuchons. Oh God, I hope I've got that right. Look, it's Stuart Butterworth.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Yes, all the way from southwest Scotland. Lovely to see you, my friend.
And you. So normally at this time of year, we would see each other at a festival for ukuleles.
We would. The Ukulele Festival of Scotland, which I run with my wife Linda and loads of volunteers, the Purple Army.
We love the Purple Army. Big up the Purple Army. Now,
absolutely.
The fact that this time last year you stood on stage, Stuart Butterworth, and announced that there wouldn't be a Festival of Scotland in 2020, this makes me think that you are in the know somehow, in a way that others are not.
Well, I consulted Nostradamus. And he has a flat in Edinburgh. No, and I just said, do you think we should do it? He said, oh no, something dodgy is going to happen. So, better just leave it, mate.
Any advice for the rest of the year? Should we plan Christmas or panto at all?
Always do Christmas all year round. That's my advice.
I've got 3 questions for you. Are you ready for your first?
Please.
What is your recollection, Stuart Butterworth, of our first meeting?
Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful memory because it was, Paul, the first Ukulele Festival of Scotland, 2016, and we'd hired you as our MC, compère, the glue that holds everything together, and you were all those things and more. And actually, so to get to the question, I met you in the bar, the main restaurant of the hotel, which is part of the entertainment complex where the festival is held, and I just thought, thank goodness. He's everything we wanted. He's so lovely and kind and has no side to him. He's got a lovely human quality. And what's interesting is, even though we had artists, ukulele artists, I mean, people who don't know anything about ukulele just might think I'm talking madness. But we had artists from all over the world.
You did, yeah.
And obviously it takes a while to get those artists together. But the truth is, Paul, that it took longer to find you and to get the right person than it did all the other artists together. We chatted with several. We saw umpteen show reels. We had various recommendations. And then when we found you, we kind of knew that you were the right person, and how right we were.
I'm going to have to move on to question 2 before I start crying.
Okay.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Listen, your second question is, how are you keeping creative at the moment?
Well, lots of creative stuff going on. So, because of the dreaded plague, I can no longer, like lots of artists and teachers, see my students face to face. I normally teach my students in groups of, the smallest group's about 20, the biggest group's about 60, something like that. So obviously that's a no-go. So what I've been doing is I've been putting up lots of videos, resources, activity packs, original compositions, arrangements on my website so that people can access those for free. We've also been doing, on Monday nights, we've been doing 1 week a jam on Facebook Live. Which has become very popular. And on the other week, I've been doing a workshop every Monday night. So just been trying to keep everybody on board. But what's nice is that because I've had more time than normal, and I normally conduct a choir as well, and I haven't really been able to do anything about that, unfortunately.
Yeah, that must be weird remotely.
It is, yeah, it is weird. But the other thing is I've reconnected with, because my life was kind of obsessed and taken up by the ukulele. And I've kind of reconnected with my musical past. So I started out in brass bands in the north of England, and I played a brass band instrument as my studies in my degree. So I've actually rented an instrument, and I've taken that up again. So I'm trying to get my chops in trim, and I've started playing the piano again, practicing the piano, all things that I don't normally get to do.
How fantastic. Listen, I know that we're going to put in the description of this video how you can find out about your Facebook Lives and stuff if new people want to come
that'd be lovely.
you. And also there'll be something written underneath you right now that will be helpful in people finding you. But your third and final question is, what are you looking forward to doing that you can't do at the moment?
Meeting, teaching, helping my students and the people in my choir. And I miss them so much. It's a people's choir in Castle Douglas. It's one of those choirs where there's no auditions. You can just roll in off the street and we'll accommodate you. We don't even do a sneaky audition or what some people call a voice test. Yeah, let's see if you're alto, soprano, or whatever. Oh, not sure if this is for you, No, so we don't do any.
None of that at all.
No, none of that at all. So I'm missing that.
So if people think that they're awful, they might not necessarily be awful, and they won't be turned away.
Not at all. Absolutely. It's very much, it stemmed out as a project I did a few years ago, which was essentially singing for the terrified. And it's kind of developed from there. And I miss all my ukulele students. It's just not the same online.
No.
You get that feedback. You can see the smiles on their faces when they finally get a G7 chord or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Listen, we're running out of time, but guys, don't forget to press the subscribe button if you'd like more like this. And unfortunately, Stuart won't be with me tomorrow, but I will see you tomorrow.
If we're saved.
Oh, Stuart Butterworth, how lovely to see you. Thanks so much for being with me today. Bye-bye now. Take care.
Bye-bye,
Lots
Paul.
of love to everybody there. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.